Billy Ocean is a Grenadian-English recording artist who had a string of R&B international pop hits in the 1970s and 1980s. He was the most popular British R&B singer-songwriter of the early to mid-1980s. After scoring his first 4 UK Top 20 successes, 7 years passed before he accumulated a series of transatlantic successes, including 3 US number ones. In 1985, Ocean won the Grammy Award for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance for his worldwide hit, Caribbean Queen, and in 1987 was nominated for the Brit Award for Best British Male. In 2002, the University of Westminster, London awarded Ocean an honorary doctorate of music. In 2010, Ocean was presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the MOBO Awards. On July 29, 2011, Ocean became a companion of the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, presented to him by Sir Paul McCartney. He is a member of the Rastafari movement. Biography, early life and stardom. Ocean was born as Leslie Charles in Fyzabad, Trinidad and Tobago, to Grenadian parents, and moved to Romford, Essex, England, with his family at the age of 8. Ocean's musical influence came at an early age of his life as his father was a musician, and Ocean realized he was in line to follow those ambitions as he was growing up. During his teenage years, he sang regularly in London clubs while also working as a tailor in London's Savile Row. He was originally discovered by his first manager, John Morphew, who recorded a double A-side single at Pye Studios in London with a full orchestra. However, the ballad singing style of Les was going out of fashion and Morphew was unable to get any major label to release it. It remains unreleased. Les's father, who countersigned the management contract as Les was under 18, asked Morphew to release him from contract, which he did without penalty. He recorded his first single Nashville Rain BW Sun in the Morning in 1971 for Spark Records as Les Charles, and for 2 years fronted a studio band called Scorched Earth with whom he released On the Run BW to Euro unregistered trademark S Put Our Emotions in Motion in 1974. Ocean took his stage name from the Ocean Estate, Stepney in London's East End, where he was living at the time. In 1976, he recorded his first album, Billy Ocean, with its first single release, Love Really Hurts Without You, charting at number 2 in the UK singles chart and number 22 in the US Billboard Hot 100. He enjoyed club success from the songs Are You Ready? And Stay the Night from the album City Limiter Euro, both of which were later covered by LaToya Jackson. More successes ensued, including LOD. He also wrote and composed songs for other artists. In 1981, he scored the US R&B chart with Nights. The prime of his international success, Ocean's period of greatest success began with the releases, during 1984, of the album Suddenly and its main single, Caribbean Queen. The song's title and lyrics were changed for different regions, such that the song is also known as African Queen, or European Queen. The song won Ocean the Grammy Award for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance at the 1985 Grammy Awards. The album's title track also became a success, peaking at number 4 in both the US and the UK, and the song Loverboy, while also being a number 2 US success in 1985, was also featured in the very first scene of the popular UK BBC One TV series, Casualty, in 1986. Ocean appeared at Live Aid in 1985. Singing Caribbean Queen, and Loverboy, from the JFK Stadium in Philadelphia. His 1986 album Love Zone also sold well. It included the successful singles, When the Going Gets Tough, The Tough Get Going, the theme from the film The Jewel of the Nile. This was a number 1 success in the UK and a number 2 in the US. And There'll Be Sad Songs. Also included were the title track and Love Is Forever, which were number 10 and number 16 US successes for Ocean, respectively. In February 1986, Ocean's video of When the Going Gets Tough, The Tough Get Going was banned by the BBC, owing to such non-union members as the American actors Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner and Danny DeVito, all 3 of whom were cast members of Romancing the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile, miming to the backing vocals. At the 1987 Brit Awards, Ocean was nominated for the Brit Award for Best British Male. Ocean's next album, Tear Down These Walls, featured another #1 single, Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car, while the album was certified platinum. Later career, his 1993 album Time to Move On failed to produce any major successes, but his 1989 Greatest Hits collection has been a steady seller over the years, and his 1997 compilation Love Is Forever made #7 on the UK album chart. Ocean's last studio album for Jive Records was Time to Move On, which he recorded in Chicago with R&B star R. Kelly. It turned out that R. Kelly had been a long-time admirer of the way Ocean was able to mix the more emotive soul style with a crossover popular style. In 2002, the University of Westminster in London awarded Ocean an honorary doctorate of music. The awards ceremony took place in the Barbican Centre, in London. He continues to tour and record in Europe. He lives in Sunningdale, Berkshire with his wife, Judy, and their 3 children Cherie, Anthony and Rachel. Anthony played rugby sevens at the 2014 Commonwealth Games for Barbados. Ocean is now a patron for tech music schools in London, made up of drum tech, vocal tech, guitar X and keyboard tech. He regularly visits to hold clinics and seminars for the students. In 2004, Caribbean Queen was re-released as a digital single for its 20th anniversary, shooting up to number 25 on the Billboard Digital Singles chart and garnering radio play across the US and UK. A remix of the single by will.i.am was released in 2005. In October 2007, Ocean commenced his first UK tour in over 15 years. In February and March 2008 he toured Australia and the Far East. His album, Because I Love You, was released on February 2, 2009. To coincide with this tour and album launch, Ocean worked with a dozer of design on a revision of Ocean's website. In April 2010, an 18-track compilation album was released in the UK by Sony Music entitled The Very Best of Billy Ocean, to tie in with a 30-day tour of the UK and Ireland. Featuring Ocean's biggest hits, the album debuted in the UK Albums Chart at number 17. On October 20, 2010, Ocean was presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the MOBO Awards. On July 29, 2011, Ocean became a companion of the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts. His title was presented by Sir Paul McCartney. In 2012, Ocean made a cameo appearance in the British comedy movie Keith Lemon, the film as Lemon's father. Discography. Ocean penned songs recorded by other artists. Are You Ready? LaToya Jackson, Stay the Night. LaToya Jackson, Love Is a Dangerous Game. Millie Jackson, Love Is Randy Crawford, Love Really Hurts Without You. Bad Boys Blue, Taking Chances. Ray Goodman and Brown, Waiting for You. Boys and Whatever Turns You On. The Dells, Who's Gonna Rock You. The Nolans, Red Light Spells Danger. Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond and James Mayer's The Top Gear Band on Top Gear of the Pops, Suddenly. Marty Pello, Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car. GWAR, Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car. Hank Sinatra Jr. When the Going Gets Tough, The Tough Get Going Boys. And see also, List of #1 singles, List of #1 hits, List of artists who reached #1 on the Hot 100, List of #1 dance hits, List of artists who reached #1 on the US dance chart, List of Eurodisco artists, List of Eastern Caribbean people. References. External links, media related to Billy Ocean at Wikimedia Commons, Billy Ocean official website, Billy Ocean on MySpace, Billy Ocean interview by Pete Lewis, Blues and Soul October 2008, Billy Ocean at AllMusic.